So I'm going to let you in on a secret wine region that you can go to when Chateauneuf-du-Pape is just too expensive. We are talking about Lirac.
Welcome to the Rock.
Hey, welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Cassara. We're talking about Lirac. It's a wine region that has been producing wine for 2,000 years, but it really kind of remains kind of unknown. And maybe this will be your next favorite wine region. I'm loving it more and more, so let's get into it. Now, I first explored Lirac wines about 10 years ago and have been consistently coming back to them every year. These wines are like really authentic and continue to improve and are a great example of like high quality wine from France at a value price. Lirac wines tend to be full-bodied, fruit-forward, and as I said in the intro, it's a perfect alternative to Chateauneuf-du-Pape when, Chateauneuf-du-Pape is too expensive. In fact, a lot of Chateauneuf-du-Pape producers own vineyards in Lirac. Now, Lirac is just west of Chateauneuf-du-Pape, but it's on the other side of the Rhone River. So Chateauneuf-du-Pape to the east, Lirac to the west. The east is supposed to be, the better side of the river. It's also a neighbor to Tavel, which I really should do a Tavel rosé one day. But in Lirac, they produce reds, whites, and rosés. Here we're going to just focus on red. The reds are blends, just like you would expect, as they're in the southern Rhone Valley. And they're made with the Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre combination. But these can also contain Cinsault and Carignan. So GSM make up the majority of the blend, but there are some rules, as there always are in France. Minimum 40% Grenache, minimum 25% Syrah and Mourvedre taken together, and Carignan must be less than 10% of the blend. Now, it gives winemakers a decent range to work with, and these wines tend to have a similar vibe as like a Côte de Rhône villages. And the better ones can have you thinking of Chateauneuf-du-Pape and Gigondas. So let's taste this guy. I'm looking behind me for my glass. It's right in front of me. All right. So, put the bottle. Let's do this over here. Pretty dark, but not super dark. And it's just when you swirl it, that's a beautiful color. So what are we tasting here? This is the 2021 Roger Sabon Lirac. So Lirac by Roger Sabon, a discovery of a cru in the middle of Rhone Valley. Harmonious, elegant, and full-bodied wine. Fantastic. 2021. It does not say what the grape breakdown is on this wine. I'll see if I can do a little post-production research and put it along the bottom over here, so you guys know what's in here. I'm actually kind of curious. I'm disappointed that there's nothing on the back here. Let's see if these wines are nice, big, full-bodied, and fruit-forward, like I said they would be. It's a pretty plummy and jammy, I don't want to say jammy, but plummy, and it's a nose that's filled with berries. I'm going to go with a little jammy, which is great, right? If you like California red blends, but you're always looking at I really would like something that's a little more complex, more earthy, then these are the wines for you. So this one kind of has a little bit of a menthol note, which is curious. I wouldn't have expected that. Beautiful fruit. The fruit is like black. It is a little bit of a blackberry jam on the palate. Beautiful acid, right? I could see this being great with food. Finish is pretty long. It's still going. I think we're about 20 seconds in. So that's always nice. These wines generally, $24 and under. I think this one was $17 at my local wine shop. So I think if you like a California red blend, if you like wines from the Southern Rhone Valley, if you love Gigondas, Chateauneuf-du-Pape, and Vaccaras, those guys, you know, a Lirac is going to be perfect. It won't break the bank. I'm getting something else coming through. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that mentholy note's coming through. Nice. Blackberries. Black, almost like a cranberry coming through because there's some tartness here. Menthol. A little smoky note. Really nice. This wine is, oh, I have to rate the wine. I have to do this on the spot. This is a pretty good wine. I think the alcohol's a little high, a little hot on this, so I'm gonna give this an 89. It's definitely a worthwhile purchase. 89's damn good wine. I think you'll enjoy it. So get out and try some Lirac, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, if you'd like more wine videos, wine knowledge, how to find values, and how to stock your cellar at home, then hit that subscribe button. It really would mean a lot to me. And we'd love to have you aboard.